From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
Well, we've come to an end of what was a really soggy 7-day stretch across green country, at least for the majority of green country. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I can't tell you how many times these rain events in recent months, we've looked to the north and west in northern Osage County, northern Pawnee County, parts of southeast Kansas where the drought's been the worst. And that's where the lowest rainfall totals have been. Unfortunately, that happened yet again. One of these days, that trend will change, but I can't imagine how frustrating that's been for you folks up to this point. Winona, Burbank, about ½ inch of rain. Pawnee, about 3/10 of an inch of rain. Independence, Coffeyville, you did pick up some heavier downpours in the last few days. And then you got further south, and that's when it really cranked up. But even here in the metro, look at the spread. 2 inches in Skytook, almost 4 inches in downtown Tulsa, and nearly 7 inches of rain in Bixby. Some of that was that big storm yesterday. Miami, almost 6 inches of rain. Southeastern Oklahoma, almost 9 inches of rain in Wilburton over the past 7 days. Of course, parts of south central and southeastern Oklahoma were starting to get into drought as well. This will knock that back for you significantly compared to the dry stretch that you guys have been going through recently. Now, I had a pretty big bank of fog this morning, and some of that was in the same areas that got the heavy rains the last couple of days. That'll often happen after some big rains and then a calm morning to follow. All that moisture hanging around can lead to that low level of fog development. That's what we had this morning. So you can see a visible satellite. What's left of what was that fog earlier, that's now low clouds, is finally lifting. So McAllister, you're upper 70s, but you're about to rebound pretty quick because that cloud cover goes away. Same as Stigler and Poto. Low 80s elsewhere, and winds remaining very light. Wasps are still happy, as they always are in the Jinx camera. 83 in Tulsa, dew points in the upper 60s. It's been pretty muggy the last several days, relatively speaking. Still high humidity, again, relatively today, but that will change a little bit. You see some low 60s on the dew points north of Tulsa, low 70s in southeastern Oklahoma. And excuse me. I'm finding it cold, by the way, so I apologize in advance. We'll start to see that drier air kind of filter its way slowly south through the afternoon. So I think here in Tulsa by late in the day, humidity values will be feeling better. North of Tulsa in particular, southeastern Oklahoma, you're still going to be kind of on the humid to muggy side of things. Tonight, tomorrow morning, I think pretty much area wide and into Tuesday, those dew points will be lower, more comfortable, so that's going to lead to a nice cool down tonight and then less of that muggy feel in the air tomorrow. Highs today, mid-80s to the south, upper 80s here in the metro, and yeah, up around Pawnee and Pawhuska, where you had the lower rainfall totals. I think you could push 90 today. Bartlesville, Coffeyville, wouldn't surprise me if you hit 90 as well. And I mean, really, here in Tulsa, we're not going to be far off from that mark. Tonight and into early tomorrow, we'll watch again for some areas of fog to try and develop. Probably not as many as this morning, but wouldn't shock me to see a little more. Upper 50s and low 60s. So this morning, southeastern Oklahoma, you're still quite a bit warmer. I think you'll get in on the cool down tomorrow morning. We'll rebound pretty quickly back into the upper 80s tomorrow afternoon with winds remaining very light, lots of sunshine. Tuesday night and a Wednesday morning, there's a very weak front dropping out of Kansas into Missouri that could trigger some showers and storms. More than likely, those don't make it here. They'll stay up in Kansas and Missouri. We'll keep an eye out on it. Otherwise, it's just going to kind of, I think, bring us some trailing cloud cover for the first half of Wednesday. Looking ahead to the upcoming week, Tulsa State Fair starts on Thursday. Thursday afternoon going to be a very warm one like today. Actually, the next several days, really highs in the upper 80s with a 10 to 15 mile an hour south breeze. And this is the definition of steady as she goes on the 7-day forecast. Mornings will be comfortable. They'll be very nice the next several days. But if you're looking for fall weather in the afternoon, you're going to have to keep looking for a while. Even though fall has officially begun, we're going to be above normal for our highs the next several days. Lots of sunshine, upper 80s, at times pushing near 90, with no chances of significant rain or storms to speak of over the next 7 days.